Everybody, I would like to welcome the one, the only, my brother, best friend, hero, Chris Fowler, and new assistant coach at Northern Arizona. How does it feel?
They tried to ban me. They couldn't ban the snowman, man. It feels great. It feels great.
Well, now that it's public, would like to say congratulations on the air.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. This is just a stepping stone. I already know your dreams and your goals are a lot bigger, and this is just a stepping stone. You know, we can just dive back. You know, we talk a lot, and we're going to share just a lot more things, you know, just going in the future. And today I want to talk about obstacles. You've been through a lot of obstacles in your life, and we could just talk about obstacles in general. Like, what does obstacles mean to you? Like, when you think about obstacles in life, what comes to mind?
The way I think about them now is much different than what I thought about them before. Like, when you're going through them, you hate them. But the way I think about them now is just like they're a part of everything that you do. Like, they're normal days. I've come to learn to appreciate them, because it's like once they happen, it's like you almost, once you've been through enough of them, you almost feel good about the ones that come, just because you understand what's coming after. Like, you understand the learning that you're about to go through because of the hard times that you just went through. And everything that happened to me before in my obstacles, like early in life, you know, I hated them at the time. You try to figure out, why is it happening to me? Like, I didn't do anything to deserve this, and I still don't feel like I did anything to deserve it. But the learning that came after it was so good, and led me to where I am now, to the point where, like, now when I feel obstacles and you take losses, it's almost like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's coming. If that's the one I just took, if that's the loss I just took, I can't wait to see what's about to happen, because I've been through this before, and I understand what's on the other side of it. So I know something good is on the way.
Yeah, I feel the same way now. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like to go through obstacles. I still hate them.
Yeah.
After a couple hours, maybe an hour, it's like, okay, like, all right, now what's next? You can't sit there and just be like, and just be mad. You can't be mad for a week, 2 weeks. All right. You know, you take your lumps, hour, 2 hours, even a night. And you
talk about it all the
kind
time.
of sleep on it, and you wake up and you're excited for the next day.
We talk about it all the time. Like, what's going to happen when the emotion dies down? You still got to live. I mean, Life ain't going nowhere when you get done being mad. So, like, when the emotion dies down, what is it? Like, what can you stand on? And that's the best part about going through an obstacle, is like, once it's over, we still got to move forward, because you can't get time back. And I think that's the greatest thing that I think we've come to understand through our obstacles. Is like, once you get, and we still get mad about them, but once you get done being mad, you're like, okay, now it's back to work. What am I going to get out of this?
How am I going to figure it out? You know, I just got done taking the coaching call, or not the coaching call, but the coaching course. And when I was taking the coaching course, you know, you try to help you get your client to the other side, but they're so focused on the obstacle. Go up 30,000 feet and look at the obstacle from there. It looks pretty small. So then you can figure your way around it. Mm-hmm. But if you're just looking at it and you're so focused on it, you can't even see the gift that's on the other side.
Right.
So let's go up 30,000 feet and look at those obstacles. Yeah, they look pretty small from here, and you can figure your way out and around them.
Mm-hmm. No, I ain't even never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's just a different way to think about things, just because when you're so focused, oh, this problem's just in my face. It's in my face. Well, let's take a step back. Mm-hmm. Well, let's take a future step. Let's take some future steps. What does it look like when you're past this? Now we can work back from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and then the best part about it is, how do we take those obstacles and help somebody who is about to go through them? How do we help them not have to do what we had to do? Like, how do we take that pressure off of somebody else when we give it back? And
yeah, I like thinking about it like that, but I also like them to go through them. And I just like to encourage people before they're getting ready to do a big task. Hey, you know, this isn't going to be like how you thought it was. Like, yeah, I think your goal is incredible. You know, even when you talk to me about the GPS method and like where it's come now, like it being done, 6 months ago, it was not done. And there were conversations. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, who are you serving? Well, this and that. And you get frustrated right then and there. You wait a couple hours, you wait 20 minutes. All right, so how do we figure it out now?
And how do we figure it out now? And that's the best part of like, and there's emotion that's going to go into everything that we do, especially if we're passionate about something. But
right there, that's it. If you're passionate about something, it's going to, of course, it's not going to come. You want it to come fast, but, and yeah, like you said, that's good though.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's the emotion part of it is going to happen. You're going to get happy when things go right. You're going to get sad or frustrated or angry when things go wrong. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to feel all of that if you're passionate about it. You just can't let it drive you. It can't shift or change your direction. The only thing that can change your direction is logical thought and, forward thinking. Like you say, if as long as the emotion, like being angry can't drive you to do something drastic. Being happy.
I'm about to do this. I'm going to do this so I can get back at somebody instead of why you actually got into it.
But even being happy can't do the same thing. It shouldn't have, being overly happy shouldn't drive you to do something either, because then you're only reacting off the emotion and not based off the original goal or the original intention of the people that you tried to serve through what you're going through. It always has to go back to what was your original purpose when you wrote it down? What's the original purpose? What's the original goal? Once we have that, everything can go back to that, but it can't go back to, oh, I'm mad, so I got to do this, or I'm happy, so I got to do this. Emotion can't drive it. The purpose has to drive it.
And that made me think about times when we were younger and get mad at dad for coaching us, or like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Mm-hmm. You get super upset, super angry because you can't even see the big picture. You can't even see why the conditioning was there and things like that. And then you come to see where we are and how we both played professionally. Now you're coaching professionally. I'm still playing, but we're at a professional level. And it's just like, if we didn't go through that, I don't know. I can't say where we'd be, because I just know how mom and dad were. So,
but it almost doesn't make sense to do it another way.
Like to try to like parent another way,
or not necessarily parent, but like go through something another way, like the difficult way. It almost doesn't make sense to not do it the difficult way. Do it the way that's the road that's least traveled. Like when you talk about all of the things that we thought were stupid, like the conditioning and, hey, you can't, when you go home, that TV better not turn on until 5:00 and the homework better be done before the TV turns
on the table.
On the table. You know what I'm saying? The homework better be turned on the table with the assignments open so mom could come in and see it. You turn the TV on at 5, you watch The Simpsons. At 5:30, you turn the TV back off. And you do some more work and you don't turn it on again until mom gets home. Like when you hear people talk about another way that they did it, it almost doesn't make sense. Like, how did you do it that way? Why did you do it? It almost doesn't make sense to do it in an easier way. And there's different ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat, of course, for more than one way for people to be successful. But the discipline of it doesn't change.
Yeah. We could have done conditioning in a better way. I was talking to Dad about that this morning.
Yeah, definitely could have done conditioning.
I was like,
it needs to be all that. We should have hooped more. We should have hooped way more.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I know he was trying to teach us the fundamentals, but if you wanted to just get more out of the conditioning, I was like, it could have just been more play-based. Like you could have had used the Beechwood courts, and you could have had 2 people doing 4-court layups for as fast as they can for a minute instead of running 8 laps. 8,
then 7, then 6, then 5. Then 4, then 3, then 2, then do suicides and do sprints and stuff like that. It didn't make no sense. But we was in shape. Boy, we
was in shape. I was mad though.
Yeah, we was in shape.
But yeah, I appreciate obstacles, and obstacles are good. They're good for people. They build character. They build strength. They build just that mentality. But
they suck.
Yeah, they do suck.
They suck. I mean, definitely.
They suck with the wrong mindset. They suck when you're young.
But they suck when we older too. I mean, like when
the moment.
When I got released from the first time from the G League, it's not like, I got released and I went into the coach's office or the GM's office when he released me, and he said, "Yeah, man, you did everything right. You did everything we asked you to do. We just think this guy is a better scoring punch for our team, and we gonna release you." And you sitting there like,
you can miss me with that. Because
What?
I've heard that before, being released in Chicago and then twice in New York. I'm just like, okay.
So what are we talking about? Like an obstacle like that, you like, man, if I did what I was supposed to do and I trained the way I was supposed to train, why this? And then you realize later on that, and then for months on a months at a time, I'm not getting picked up. I sign a contract to go to Australia, and then I get picked back up to go back to the G League. And then I go to Australia and learn more about the human body than I ever thought I would learn, that I'm still using to this day with players and stuff like that. So and then you think about it and you like, okay, that's why I had to get cut, and that's why I couldn't get signed, because I had to go through that to get to this in order to lead me here so I can help somebody else. And it still sucks at the time, but that's why obstacles they don't feel like much now, because it's like, okay, I'm going through this right now. I could only imagine in a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months where I'm going to be.
It usually take me it depends on the obstacle. Getting cut from New York the second time last year, and no reason, I'm coming off one of my best games, and then I don't dress for the next game and then get cut the next week. But like you said, it led to book coming out January 28th, understanding public speaking, what I want to do after football, which led to my online course, which now leads to the coaching business, which leads to serving other people, millions of other people, hundreds of other people. So like you said, I mean,
you just start to avalanche through that.
Yeah, you got to find a way though.
And it's okay, like, and I'm sure you had, like, we had a bunch of emotions that came along with it. It was anger, frustration, sadness, some tears,
doubt,
doubt. And then it's like the only thing I know you didn't stop doing, and I didn't stop doing it. The only thing we didn't stop doing is waking up and continuing to work. Like even going to the gym, like, why am I on my way here? Like I don't even know if why am I doing this? Like, why am I about to go shoot all these shots and this and that? But the thing that you learn through those, and what you learn about yourself and what you can help somebody else with, is the reason why you just keep waking up. And no matter what, if we just keep waking up, keep moving forward, keep sticking to our foundational principles, something's going to come up. It might not be what you want, but it's going to be what you need to continue to keep living.
Yeah, all the time. Like you said, those are the hardest days. Why do you keep going to work out? Why did I stay in New Jersey? Because I was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to stay in New Jersey because I'm going to get picked right back up, or I'm going to be ready to go to the next team. It was just, I think it's just the possibilities that you have in your mind. Like, if I do get this call, I got to be ready. Mm-hmm. When I get this call, I got to be ready.
But who knows, am I going to get it? Like, that's the thing. The thing about it is,
I always assume that we about to get it.
Yeah, but that's what we want to tell people. But then there's days where you drive up to the gym and you like, man, do not feel like being here. And then you get immersed into the work, into the session, and you like, okay, I'm still hooping, I'm still walking, I'm still living. Like, it might not be what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't the plan I had, but I'm still get to do what I love to do. And I think sooner or later it works. Yeah. I think the hardest part about what we do is we try to put a timetable on when it's supposed to work. And when that timetable doesn't work out, then automatically the optimism kills us quicker than anything. Optimism kills people quicker than anything, instead of, like, you should have optimism, but along with that optimism, you need realism. And the balance of both the perfect balance of both makes you keep going. Because I knew I was good. Like, I knew I was good enough. I knew something was going to happen. I didn't know what. Optimistically, I always wanted to say, oh, I'm going to get picked up here and I'm going to get picked up here. And every time it didn't come, it frustrated me. And then, well, realistically, I knew I just needed to keep working and keep coming to the gym. And fortunately, I had good people around me. So, it made it easier.
Can't ban them. Everybody, Chris Fowler, the legendary.
Can't ban the snowman. Go Jacks, Lumberjacks, NAU Lumberjacks, snowman in Arizona. We about to make it snow out here.
Everybody, Chris Fowler, thank you for being on the Quiet Time podcast. You will be seeing him again.